So now let's assume we're done rendering. Now I still am rendering, as you can see in my script editor here. So I'm just moving Maya to my other screen. So we ended up with this scene here. I have Maya still rendering. It looks like it's on a frame 48 or so. So I'm going to let that keep rendering. But let's just talk about where your files go, right? So usually, like, your files, now I have a bunch of different drives here, so this can get very confusing, but right now I'm saving my stuff into my Maya projects folder. So it might be in a couple different places. If you navigate to your drive, you might have a Maya projects folder right at the root here, but it also might be inside of your user folder. So most likely it's in your users, and you go to your user folder here, and then you'll have you should have a Maya projects folder here. Usually it goes to like default. So I have a ton of Maya projects in here, but I want to navigate to the one. Remember, I made that folder that I called, or that project, and I called it rendering animation. So I want to navigate to that folder. So I'll go to my rendering animation. If I just click R, I'll snap right to it, to the R folders, and then I can just kind of navigate to my rendering animation here. So I'll go into my scenes, and you'll see. So I didn't really save my file yet, and I want to do that. I'll do that in a sec. So let's just go ahead and say we'll save, right? So we'll save file, save scene as, and so I don't have anything in there yet. So I'm just gonna save the bouncing ball project. So I'll save it, and you don't need that, by the way, for After Effects to see it. It's just, I'm just backing this up, and I want to make sure you guys back up your files. So I'll move this back. I'm out of Maya back now into the Finder now. So anyway, so there's my scenes. This is my Maya project, right? Or my Maya project. In my Maya project, I have my Maya file, which is .mb, which stands for Maya binary. So let's go back to my project folder. So again, when you set up a project folder, it's really just a series of folders here. So, when we go into the series of folders, it has these specific folders to save content. So scenes is where your Maya files are set up, and then images is where your images are rendered to, not to be confused with source images, where your textures are going to be stored. So we'll get into that later. Right now, let's just go to the images folder here. So you'll see I have the bouncing ball animation, and you'll see I have my .iff files. If I change this to by kind, I can sort those out. And so I'm just going to delete these guys here. I'll select these because I launched a render here, and I didn't really need, I chose the wrong file type for what I wanted to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and move those to the trash. And so you'll see I'm really not fully done with the animation rendering process. It's on frame 67 out of 100. But let's jump into After Effects anyway. So I can jump into After Effects, and I'm on a Mac, so I will navigate over to After Effects. And if you're on Windows, navigate however you want. It's the same thing. Same thing. We want to do the same process of going to After Effects. If you want to use another program, that's fine, but I'm going to show you my method, which is to use After Effects. But other editing software will allow you to do similar things that I'm doing right now.